On December 3rd, 2020, Kent police quietly surrounded a cul-de-sac in Heathfield, East Sussex. This was the home of 66-year-old David Fuller, who was living there with his third wife and a teenage son. Oddly enough, the property was covered in security cameras, like whatever was inside was meant to be protected, meant to be kept away. To neighbors, David Fuller was just a quiet, friendly man. But to detectives, he was the prime suspect in the Bedsit murders. Police knocked on his door, walked inside, and placed Fuller under arrest on suspicion of the murders of Wendy Knell and Caroline Pierce. They took a fresh DNA sample from him that same day, and just like that, it matched. Fuller's DNA was identical to the profile taken from semen found on Caroline Pierce's tights, as well as evidence collected at Wendy Knell's murder scene. After 33 years of questions and heartbreak, the Bedsit murders had finally been solved. Police believed that they had finally found their guy, the man responsible for the brutal murders of Wendy Knell and Caroline Pierce. But what they didn't realize yet was just how complicated this case was about to get. At first, Fuller flat out denied everything. He told detectives that he wasn't familiar with Turnbridge Wells, even though it was literally the next significant town over. He claimed he had never visited Supasnaps, Wendy Knell's workplace, or Buster Brown's, where Caroline Pierce worked. And when asked directly if he knew either of the women or was responsible for their murders, his response was crystal clear. No, absolutely not. Detective Superintendent Beasley, who led the investigation, later said plainly, quote, "That was a lie, and we were going to prove it." As detectives combed through Fuller's home, they realized something quickly. He had recorded everything. We're talking diaries, calendars, receipts, photographs. This man was basically his own personal archivist. He kept entries detailing nights out at restaurants, invoices from jobs that he'd done, photos from his cycling club rides, and it was all about to unravel his carefully constructed story. After decades of dead ends, investigators had airtight evidence. David Fuller was their man, and it seemed like justice for Wendy Knell and Caroline Pierce was finally within reach. But as police began to dig deeper into Fuller's secret life, they uncovered something so disturbing that it made the Bedsit murders look like just the beginning.